Hi guys, this is Ginger Rogers here from Not All About Tarot, and again I just uploaded a video, but I'm not sure if I'm going to upload this tonight. I may or may not, depends on how I feel. But the reason why I'm uploading this is because of we're piggybacking off of the last reading. I want to really warn a dark narcissistic masculine because I do see this definitely in your future. And I've always said this, even in a karmic feminine energy, I have definitely seen this in your future too. And even a divine feminine who tried to basically was using your gifts of some sort of way, um, even if it was in a job site or a spiritual setting, trying to get a divine feminine who is in a higher mindset than you guys, using your potential gifts to assist a dark narcissistic masculine and to overthrowing her, or maybe even finding out her next move. However it is, it could have been and again, account holders, if there was something, this divine feminine was an account holder, and you were told to have this woman pay more money or default her account in some sort of way. Divine spirits is really giving you guys bad luck. Definitely giving you guys bad luck. But in both of the energies, I see death. You could get karma. My divine feminist, though, who has assisted a dark narcissistic masculine doing this, you could get karma until death, basically for you. But I am definitely seeing for a dark narcissistic benevolent masculine in the reading I just gave you to be aware and watch your back. And a lot of you may be seeing that video as thinking, oh, this divine feminine who is very high in her energy is going to do something to me. But no, she's not. Understand that divine feminines, anyways, a source, doesn't matter whether they're in the fourth dimensional low vibration or up higher vibration. We do not kill. Impacted do not kill. We do not do that. We don't have that energy of benevolentness in our souls here. Understand that. Empaths do not demolish anyone. Before we would do that, our guides and our earth angels will deter us away from doing that before we do. We do not kill. They will destroy you first or allow someone else to destroy you before this empathic light divine feminine will do that. Now, your karmic feminines will. No matter how you may think they're empathic, or maybe if they're submissive, does not make them an empath. And you see in the other reading that I just posted, telling you, my dark narcissistic benevolent masculines, to watch your back. These guys are submissive. These karmic feminists are very submissive. But that is dangerous when it comes to these karmic feminists. That is a dangerous woman. It is. And I warned you guys about this for a very long time. This karmic feminine was only a woman in a woman's body. She did not hold source energy. And this is why a lot of people have gotten in this mode of thinking that, okay, so this is putting you in a mode of a woman, why women kill. This is also putting you in a mode of how these karmic feminines can allow a man to allow them to kill. How they can assist a man to murder because they are benevolent energies just like their counterparts, you might as well say, which are dark narcissistic masculines, because they have the same energy source as this dark benevolent masculine do. This is this karmic feminine. They have the same energy source as that, you guys. Same energy. This is why these guys can be like soul ties in some sort of way. The only thing is, these dark narcissistic masculines, very benevolent in their energy, cannot live with this karma alone without divine source being with it. They need the divine source, divine feminines, empathic light. That's a good supply. This is the only way these guys can keep going back to a karmic cycle. Now, where does that lead? Now that the divine source is blocked from these guys, death, no matter what. Ending, death. However, it is to the narcissistic, egotistical, dark, benevolent, psychosociopathic energy, which is your dark masculine. Earthly dark masculine. Benevolent. Point blank. So these women of karmic energy is not going to take that discard lightly. This is this karmic feminine. They do not take discard. These women do not be discarded. A divine feminine will, to keep her stuck. Her energy is good. And it's even better if this divine feminine chases this motherfucker, man. Oh, you talking about being in a karmic cycle with a karmic feminine? Oh, it's wonderful. But it didn't happen. So this is the death of the ego, death of that toxic energy. Now, understand, there was never for anyone to be in this toxic energy, number one. And number two, it was never, you guys, for any masculine of any sort to be trapped in a karmic cycle. Never. Now, I'm going into this mode, such as a masculine who's in a fifth dimensional mindset, a masculine who is healed from a narcissistic trait, only is in a fifth dimensional mindset. This is a masculine who only holds the narcissistic trait, you guys, who can be healed through a karmic cycle. Is in a fifth dimensional mindset. Okay? These men will become a Sigma masculine because they're balancing their energy. These guys have to heal from that narcissistic trait by being in that karmic cycle. Because they're going to look back and say, well, this is what I don't want. So a lot of these guys do not leave this karmic cycle to go with a divine feminine of light empathic. He does not. This guy heals from that karmic cycle, and he stays a minute by himself. Why? Because he has to learn himself, and he feels comfortable with himself. But the only thing, and if you read about a Sigma masculine, the only thing about that is these guys will have trust issues, which is hard. When a man does not trust women because of them being in a harsh karmic cycle, first of all, because of them being and having those narcissistic traits, it is hard for them to really trust a feminine like that. They're not gay. They don't have that narcissist energy, benevolent energy. They don't. They just don't trust women. Divine feminines who are Sigma females who were supposed to be in the fifth dimension mindset, they were like that too. They did not trust men. But my divine feminines who are more in this energy right now really is the ones who are in the eighth dimension mindset. No, I'm not going to lie. I don't really put my energy and trust in men. I don't. And this is where these karmic cycles do not benefit anyone. And the longer you stay in them, the worse it's going to be. And it's going to take a long time for you to really be able to be in tune with yourself. I know my Sigma masculine stayed by himself for 5 years. Of course, these Sigma masculines as well had a divine feminine at some point while they was in that karmic cycle, just to end it with that divine feminine to go right back to a karmic cycle. Now, these are the divine feminines who got trapped in the fourth dimension mindset. Still waiting on these Sigma masculines to come back to them. And they didn't. All they did was just heal off that karmic cycle, stayed solo for some time, and then they found their Sigma female who moved off of a soulmate, soul tie, or twin flame counterpart because she became balanced in her energy, which made her Sigma female, which is the divine feminine, sunlight energy. They got so many names because they are literally blazing like fire. And this is what these Sigma masculines sees as their empress, their one. The only thing is this. With these Sigma masculines being in this karmic cycle for so long, these are the masculines that is in the fifth dimension mindset, healing of that narcissistic trait in a karmic cycle with the karmic feminine. These guys are, it's long and hard once these divine feminists really get these masculines. And a lot of times, these masculines are not going to fall hard into a relationship because they are not narcissistic. They don't know how to love bomb you. They're not going to fall hard fast. They don't love hard. They don't. A lot of these guys are still healing still from that karmic cycle. So these guys will probably be friends for a minute with their divine feminines, their soulmates, their Sigma females. They could even have friends with benefits for a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. That's how me and my Sigma masculine started out. And I was okay with that because that's what I wanted. And I love the fact that I could call this guy anytime I wanted to, and he would be right there and open his door for me. He would leave his door open for me any time of night. And I would be the same way for him. That's how we started it. It was no rebounds. These guys, he was healed, had no one, no feminine. He didn't even go out looking, as a matter of fact. It's so funny because my daughter was showing a picture of me to him, and he asked to see me. And so this is how that ended. But, this is how it began, basically. This is how it began. And he did not trust me. I did not trust him. As so many words. Because, again, knowing the energy being very dense, being very thick, and so many masculines really was in so much of this illusion of wanting to put illusion on you and get you trapped into crazy shit. He was a fresh breath of fresh air for me. So it took a minute. It took close to 3 years. I think basically the conceiving of our child and after the birth of our child is what put us into a whole nother cycle of trusting each other. And it's close to 2 years. So it'll be, as a matter of fact, I met him on his birthday month, which was August. Um, August 30th, I manifested him though. And I pointed the date that I want to meet him. I also what height I want him to be, 6'1" and over. um, I wanted him to be a darker skinned man though. That's the only thing that I didn't get. He's a pure red bone, very, very much so light skinned man. Very much lighter than me. Um, and one son. But he had his own car. I wanted that. I wrote that down. He had his own apartment. I wrote that down. Very hard worker, loving man. I wanted him to be committed or loyal. He's a Leo. I'm not saying that all Leos are loyal, but this one is. And he, we grew together. Grew together, and that was the way that it's supposed to be. We allowed each other to heal, but I'm going to tell you, it takes patience because in this energy of playing this fucking game, it's so fucking hard. It's so fucking intense, you guys, that you had to be patient to wear that illusion off of the mindset who was in this karmic cycle. And even more so for a divine feminine like me, who was being used as a little voodoo doll forever and a day. And I'm not even talking about with from a dark narcissistic masculine. I'm telling you that this energy was thrown on me for so many, many years with people who felt threatened by me. And these entities that you people call your gods that are deceased now was making sure that they did a good job at doing that. By the time, though, that these Sigma masculines in the fifth dimension mindset balancing our energy, healing from that narcissistic trait, healing from that karmic cycle, really gets into an energy mode of where they are trusting and letting down our guards and loving this divine feminine here who's in this higher, much higher dimensional mindset than they are. And these guys start to really feel the love from these divine feminists. I ain't gonna lie to you. By the time they heal, a lot of my divine feminists are not even wanting to try anymore. A lot of these divine feminists, sunlight energy doesn't care. They may not even have the same love and emotion that this guy feels for them anymore. Because she knows who she is and she knows that she can be able to create her world by herself, and she doesn't need that masculine energy to assist her. Yeah, this is how that is. So, it's like divine is allowing this masculine to really, in all ways, have more emotion, love, and passion for a feminine the way it should have been than that feminine is for him. Before I end this, I want everyone to know it should have never been this way. These entities that you people call your fucking gods, Jesus, do you know they put every pitfall in the way to make love, unconditionally divine union fail? Between a man and a woman, physically, naturally, human beings loving each other of the opposite, true opposite sex. Do you know these fuckers literally made it hard? And if it was not for the divine source energy being implemented, even into a divine feminine or sunlight energy, such as myself, to keep moving and to give judgment, we would not have won the shit. It would have been even more chaos than ever. They put everything in place for this not to happen. Everything in place. They felt like if we don't have this world, love, divine source, true unconditional love, and divine source is not going to have it either. But they were wrong, because divine source, they had a plan all along. So this is what is building this whole earthly globe in unconditional love between a man and a woman. Truly between a man and a woman, because that man was supposed to always show this woman love and have that passion burning within inside him all the time for that woman. All the time for that woman. This man is not going to fucking play games. He's not. And that is what that is. That woman, say one day you pick up the phone for your divine masculine, who's a simple masculine here. You pick up the phone, you call him. Now, if he doesn't answer, he's going to call back in the next few minutes. He's going to reciprocate that. You text him, he texts you. He's not going to lead you on. You make a date, he's going to be there. Point blank. He's not going to one game on you. I'm talking to my Sigma mask on the phone, and he just cut in midair. Well, when are you coming over? Or what time are you coming over this weekend? This is you guys and my women who wanted to know true love from a man. This is what he's going to do. And it's not going to be fast and furious. I'm going to tell you, it's not, because this world did not have it like that. It did not have it like that. As a matter of fact, even my ex-partner that deceased, we didn't come up like that either. We did stay for a long time. And we stayed together for a long time. But even though he was lower vibe, dark masculine, narcissistic, I was a soul too. We were soulmates, soul ties. We did not go back and forth with each other. We didn't break up to make up, break up to make up. We had straight 17, 18 years together. My Sigma masculine now, who is my soulmate, he would tell me that. He'll tell you plain out. Yeah, I was with my this karmic for feminine for so many years, but we always break up, make up, break up, make up. He made sure that everyone knows that. Don't think that it was a longevity energy. It's not. It was not. It never was that. And again, these karmic energies. Now I'm gonna tell you, even though these karmic feminists never knew discard, these feminists, honestly, they know more about the makeup and breakup energy than anyone. They know that makeup the breakup energy and consistency. They know that, and they're okay with that. They're okay with that. And see, this is what divine feminines, of course, myself being in the situation I was in with my partner at that time. He was a soul tie, and I'm very, must be very powerful to have had this man as a soulmate in my life as long as we did, and not have that energy of breaking each other's heads off. But that was where the power was at. But a karmic cycle with a dark narcissistic masculine is never consistent. They break up, go back together again. Break up, go back together again. This was in their whole relationship. These karmic feminists don't know how it is that these guys left. Some has been gone, like I said, for like 6 months. Could be close to a year now. They don't know that discard, because these men would have came back to him by now. Mark my word. And this is why these karmic feminists with this dark narcissistic masculine who did not heal cannot understand. And this is why you guys, my dark narcissistic masculines, better watch your back, because this is what their energy was in that last reading. That's what that was all about. Just saying. So this is what's going on here. Don't think it's a divine feminist trying to cut your neck off. Look at the whole video. It's not. It's these karmic feminines that you need to watch out for, because they are watching you, and it's not going to end well. So I'm going to leave it there. I think that's it. Thank you very much. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Have a good night.